Mathilde Loisel was not a happy woman. She lived in a small, shabby apartment. Her husband, Monsieur Loisel, was a clerk. He was a good man, but he was not rich. Mathilde dreamed of a different life, a life of luxury and ease. She imagined beautiful gowns, sparkling jewels, and grand parties. She longed for servants and carriages, but her reality was a far cry from her dreams. Every day, Mathilde felt the sting of her poverty. She saw the shabbiness of her furniture. She felt the cheapness of her clothes, and every day, her resentment grew. She felt cheated by life. She deserved better. Why did she have to struggle while others lived in comfort? It wasn't fair. The injustice of it all gnawed at her. It fueled her longing for a life she could only dream of. One evening, Monsieur Loisel came home, a triumphant smile on his face. He held a fancy envelope in his hand. "Look, Mathilde!" he exclaimed, his voice full of excitement. "An invitation from the Minister of Education." Mathilde snatched the envelope. Her heart pounded. A grand party. She could already picture herself there, the center of attention. But then her excitement crashed. What would she wear? She had nothing suitable for such an occasion. The thought of attending the party in her plain clothes was unbearable. It would be a humiliation. Mathilde's eyes welled up. Her dream was turning into a nightmare. Monsieur Loisel was dismayed to see his wife's tears. He had hoped the invitation would bring her joy, not despair. He wanted to give her the world, but didn't know how. Monsieur Loisel offered his wife all the money he had saved. It was enough for a beautiful dress, but Mathilde yearned for more. She needed something to complete her look, something dazzling. She decided to visit her friend, Jeanne. Jeanne came from a wealthy family. She had a collection of jewels that took Mathilde's breath away. "Jeanne," Mathilde began, her voice trembling, "would you lend me some jewels? I have nothing to wear to the minister's party." Jeanne, ever generous, agreed to help. She opened her jewel box, displaying a dazzling array of necklaces. Mathilde's eyes fell upon a diamond necklace. It sparkled like 1,000 stars, promising to make her the envy of every woman at the party. "This one," Mathilde whispered, her fingers tracing the shimmering stones. She had found the perfect accessory, the missing piece of her transformation. The night of the party arrived. Mathilde, adorned in her new gown and the borrowed necklace, was radiant. She felt like a princess. Heads turned as she entered the grand ballroom, her heart thrumming with excitement. Monsieur Loisel watched his wife, his heart swelling with pride. She was the most beautiful woman in the room. Mathilde danced the night away, lost in a whirlwind of music, laughter, and admiring glances. For one magical night, she forgot about her modest life. She was no longer plain Mathilde Loisel. She was a creature of glamour and sophistication, captivating everyone she met. The party was a resounding success. Never had Mathilde felt so happy, so alive. But her happiness, like the fleeting hours of the night, was destined to end. The Loisels left the party in the early hours of the morning. The magic of the night still clung to Mathilde, even as the chill air nipped at her skin. As they hailed a cab, she reached up to touch the necklace, but her fingers met only bare skin. Panic surged through her like a shock of ice water. The necklace was gone. Mathilde frantically searched her dress, her purse, the cab, but it was no use. The necklace, her ticket to a night of dreams, had vanished. Despair washed over Mathilde. What had she done? How could she ever replace something so valuable? Her dream had turned into a nightmare, a crushing weight of fear and guilt settling upon her. They returned to the ballroom and searched everywhere, but their efforts proved futile. The necklace was gone. Mathilde's heart sank. She knew her life was about to change, and not for the better. The Loisels were desperate. The necklace had to be replaced. They visited countless jewelers searching for a replacement, their hopes dwindling with each passing day. Finally, they found a necklace that matched the one Mathilde had lost. The price, however, was astronomical. It was far beyond their means. Driven by guilt and fear, they made a fateful decision. They borrowed the money, plunging themselves into a quagmire of debt. The Loisels rented a smaller, shabbier apartment, selling their few valuables to make ends meet. Mathilde, once accustomed to leisure, now toiled tirelessly. her delicate hands roughened by hard labor. The weight of their secret, the lost necklace and the mounting debt, became a heavy burden. It cast a long shadow over their lives,